So, this is part 2 of gout. In this section, we will discuss the clinical manifestations and investigations of gout. Actually, how can we diagnose a case of gout? So, first of all, how the patient present usually? The typical presentation is acute severe monoarthritis, and if we consider a typical joint, we might say this is first metatarsophalangeal joints. In most cases, these usually take places. So, acute severe monoarthritis of first metatarsophalangeal joint, we might consider is as gout until proven otherwise. Maybe we can say this. There are other common sites in the decreasing order, like ankle, midfoot, small joints of hands, elbow. So, gout may take place in other places, but if we consider a single joint, that might be first metatarsophalangeal joint or the base of the great toe, and that is also known as, and there is another terms for this which is called podagra. So, what is podagra? The inflammation of the base of the great toe. There is redness, extreme pain, extreme tenderness, swelling of the great toe, and there is a typical presentation like acute severe pain. Sometimes the patient might even say this is the worst pain ever, they have never experienced like this before, and the pain reaches its peak within 6 hours, and if there is no treatment given, the pain usually subsides within 14 days, 10 to 14 days. So, this is a typical presentation. There might be some atypical presentation might take place in other joints. So, if we have a monoarticular presentation of an acute arthritis, we have to consider some differential diagnosis. Like what? Like we have to consider septic arthritis, infective cellulitis, reactive arthritis. So, whenever we think about gout, we have to take consideration whether this is cellulitis or septic arthritis or reactive arthritis. I have some pictures there of podagra, and you also have these pictures. I have taken this from Davidson. So, there are some pictures of gout, tophus, which usually take place in case of chronic gout, and there is also a picture of monosodium urate crystals. So, how can we investigate the patients? We can do a complete blood count with ESR. There might be neutrophilic leukocytosis with high ESR, serum uric acid, as we said, but in case of acute attack, there might be a paradoxical decline in the serum uric acid. So, it might not be that much diagnostics. Renal function test, as we have seen in the pathophysiology, that decreased renal excretion might be a cause of increased uric acid production, uric acid concentration. Blood glucose level, serum lipid profile, as blood glucose and serum lipid profile both are associated with metabolic syndrome, and metabolic syndrome is also associated with an increased concentration of serum uric acid. So, these two might be performed. X-ray of the KUB region, as there might be asymptomatic nephrolithiasis there. So, a X-ray of the KUB region may be performed, and maybe an ultrasonogram of whole abdomen to see there is any renal abnormality or chronic kidney disease. And we might perform some X-ray of the affected joints where we can see if there is any erosive arthritis in case of chronic gout. There are some punched out erosions associated with chronic gout. So, if we have a typical clinical picture or atypical clinical pictures, and if we do the investigations and found some specific parameters in favor of gout, then we might diagnose that the patient is having gout. The problem is, as in all rheumatological conditions, diagnosis of gout is also sometimes based on clinical judgment rather than investigations, because there is no one investigations that is indicative of gout except one. If we can show the monosodium urate crystals in the joint, but that investigations is not that much available. So, if we have a polarized microscope, and if we can show that negative birefringent crystals in that microscope, then we might say confidently that the patient is suffering from gout. Otherwise, we have to mainly depend on the clinical judgment and some supportive investigations. There is apart from the microscopic demonstration of urate crystal, there is no other investigations which will definitely indicate that the patient is suffering from gout. So, this is the part 2 of the lecture gout, and thank you everyone.